My wife's sister is getting married. And before the wedding, my wife let me know she slept with the best man. Yeah, I've been married for 3 years. Was talking to my wife an additional 2 years before that. So we've been in a relationship for 5 years. 2 weeks ago, her sister got married. And with that being her sister, of course, my wife was a part of the wedding party. Now, 2 weeks leading up until the wedding, my wife was very involved with helping her sister get ready, which is expected. That's your sister. You want to make sure her day goes right. So she had been spending a lot of time with her. Now, 3 days before the wedding, Wednesday through Friday, my wife took off from work. She was already off on the weekend. The wedding's on Saturday. So she took off from work Wednesday to Friday, those 3 days, and stayed at her sister's. Stayed at her sister's the whole time. I didn't see her. I ain't seen her since Tuesday. So, Saturday come, the day of the wedding, I decide I'm going to go over, surprise my wife. I ain't seen her in days. I ain't seen her since Tuesday. I want to see her. I want to greet her. I'm going to go over there and surprise her before the wedding. I get over there. My wife sees me through the window. I see her. She told her brother to come out and speak to me. Now, I thought that was a little weird, but her brother said, hey. I said, hey. He said, hey, she'll be out to greet you. Don't come in. Now, I thought it was a little weird, but cool. I just want to see my wife. So she comes out to the car, greets me with a kiss. I'm thinking we finna catch her, have a good time. She tell me I shouldn't be there. Okay. Then she also says, hey, if you still coming, you might hear some things about me and the best man. I want you to know, about 4 years ago, we had something going on. Now, I'm stunned to speak. It's just all hit me at once. She said, I know you can kind of be jealous. So beforehand and before you hear from anybody, I want to go ahead and tell you that something happened there, but it's nothing no more. But I did want you to know that. Still too stunned to speak. I ain't say nothing. She got out, left. I went to go get some lunch because it's still early. Still before the reception and everything. So I went out to eat and I thought about it 4 years ago. Maybe she slipped up. Because like I said, we've been together for 5 years. So I was like, maybe she slipped up with the timeline. She didn't mean 4 years ago. A lot of stuff going on. So I didn't want to think about it too deep. 4 years ago, she was acting kind of weird. Hiding the phone, doing things she don't usually do. And she went on 2 camping trips with coworkers. She went on 2 camping trips with coworkers. But I try not to let this eat me up. Because I can't admit, I am a jealous person. And I don't want to ruin the reception. I don't want to ruin the wedding. So I don't feed too deeply into it. Nah, I show up. Wedding goes fine. I'm scanning through the people to see the best man. I'm just trying to see what was going on. My wife comes to me after the pictures and everything. It takes a while, but they take pictures and everything. And she lets me know that they got to dance, her and the best man. And I said, why you can't dance with the guy you was paired up with? Apparently, the maid of honor and the guy she's paired up with are married. So they would like to dance together. So she's going to dance with the best man. Now, try not to let that affect me, especially after the news that I got. So I try to be okay with it. The best man comes over and greets me. I don't tell him to F off like I want to. I just shake his hand. Nice to meet you. Takes my wife. They go dance. Now, I didn't watch them take my wife away. I probably couldn't handle that. And I also can admit I get angry when I drink. So I didn't even drink either. I ain't watched them walk away. And I didn't have me anything to drink. Because I know I had to control myself. So they dance. They come back. And I guess my greeting that I gave him was a little too cordial. Because that didn't veer him off like I thought. He sat down and started having a conversation with my wife. And they kicking, kicking it up, cackling like the best of friends. Like they got so much to catch up on. So, after a few minutes of them talking, I get up, go to the bathroom. I leave. I come back. He's going. My wife said that was mighty rude of me. I ain't have to get up and leave like that. She's ready to go. I done ruined her evening. She said she's going to go change. And when she comes back, we can leave. Now I told her, hey, don't let me ruin it for you. I guess by the look on my face, I look bad, but I haven't done anything. I said, look, I'm down to stay here and have a good time. You don't have to leave because of me. And then she said, no, I want to leave. So she goes to the bathroom, changes her clothes, come back, talk to me. I say, listen, you can stay. And if you think I'm rendering you from having a good time, I can leave. Or, yeah, I drove myself. I can leave. Or we can leave together if that's what you would feel. Or I can stay if help you out would stay. So we agreed to stay. She goes off to talk to more of the guests, have fun. I sit down and I talk to her brother for a little while. But by the end of the night, I'm talking to her grandma, and we done talk majority of the night. Now, me and my wife both leave at the same time. I get home before she do. But when she come in the door, I'm sitting on the couch because I'm ready to talk. It's talking time. I ask her, hey, retell that story. She says, about 4 years ago, her and the best man had a little something going on. So I asked her, are you sure about the time frame? She says, yes, I'm sure. So I remind her that we have been together for 5 years. So with that being 4 years ago, we were a year well into our relationship. Now, I don't even know if I can elaborate this correctly because I did not expect for her to say what she said, but I will try. She said, with no remorse, no sadness, no guilt, no denying. She said, I know. So I asked her to explain. She said her and the best man used to work together and they were physically intimate. Now, there weren't any feelings involved and she had no intentions on leaving me. She just wanted to have some fun for a few weekends. Now, I don't think I took it the way she thought I would. Because that started an argument. Yeah, it started an argument. We went back and forth for a while. And she said that was before we were married. We are married now. We love each other. We have a good life and I should just let it go. I am acting childish. Two things. I feel like my actions are well justified. And even though we weren't married at the time, you still cheated on me because we were together at that time. And I don't feel like you saying I'm acting childish, you putting a label on how I'm feeling is good. That makes me feel like you're trying to belittle me and act superior towards me. So it has been 2 weeks since then. That happened 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks. And I have not talked to her since. She's been getting me to try to talk to her. But I can't shake this feeling of hurt and betrayal. See, the thing is, she's not feeling guilty or hurt about it. And when I told her I needed time to think, she told me it was nothing to think about. It happened before we were married. So yeah, I still haven't talked to her in 2 weeks. Now, I think the realization finally hit her because she had a panic attack the other day. She got into the realization that, hold on, this might be something that can ruin my marriage. Our marriage might be over because of this. So she started crying. She started having a breakdown. And I ended up taking her to the hospital. Now, what happened after that was subscriptions of medication, new medication for her to take, and her family getting involved. We get home from the hospital. Of course, her family is there. I asked her what she wanted to do. She said she just wanted to talk to her mom for a minute. I said, okay, cool. I can get out of here. Because if she gonna talk to her mom, I don't want to be stuck sitting talking to her dad and her sister all day about what's going on and what's happening. So I exit the premises and give them time to talk. I ended up going to work and finishing up some stuff that I had going on. That way my job could be caught up. 2 hours into me working, she sent me a text and say, hey, come home. We need to talk. So I leave, get home. Her dad is outside waiting. I walk up, shake his hand. He say, hey, can I talk to you for a moment? Now I'm already pretty mad. My blood is already boiling. And I don't want to sit here and talk to your dad and be the man that broke your daughter's heart and be the one, because I don't know what she done told him. So I don't want to be the one of getting all the hate. And the dad says, I'm sorry. which was beyond me. I did not expect that at all. The dad said, "I'm sorry. It's really a reflection of how I raised her, me and her mom. We gave her mom instilled in her the values of marriage and how marriage was a different life rather than real life. Her mom always told her anything that happens before marriage doesn't count, and you don't have to be accountable for that. And I'm sorry that I even let that happen or go through like that. As a man, I can understand how you feel. And honestly, I wish I could have did better as a parent." Again, I did not expect any of this. Now, it sounds like he's throwing his wife under the bus, but at the same time, I just didn't expect this. And then he tells me, no matter what I decide to do, if I stay with her or not, he still thinks highly of me as a man. Now, for that moment, I feel good. I felt good in that moment. I felt good, man. But I just didn't know the conversation that was ahead of me. So I walk in the house, talk to my wife. She's curled up. You can tell she been crying. She curled up, laying on her mama's lap. So her mom leaves, her dad leaves. Insert the following conversation. How many times, where, and what is the time frame? Now, I didn't bring anything up about when we was engaged, because I don't want to even have the thought of her cheating on me when she was engaged to me, when she was my fiance. But she goes over the dates again, and thankfully, it's a little bit earlier when she first said the year, so it wasn't when we were engaged. And she also went over how it really wasn't over a long period of time. So over the span of 3 days, it was 3 days. It was a bunch of times throughout those 3 days, which really hurt, but it was only for those 3 days. So I then asked her, how many times have you seen him since then? And since the wedding, she said the last time she seen him was 3 years ago. So I can admit I'm not the most manly of men. So this next question kind of had me crying. Because I said, why wasn't I good enough? Why it had to be me? What could I have done? Why was I not enough for you? And honestly, I broke down crying, and it was her turn to hold me because I was the one breaking down. And throughout that time of her talking, trying to calm me down, I didn't hear nothing she was saying. I was broken. I couldn't hear nothing but wailing with my screaming. So after she managed to calm me down, again, I ain't hear much of what she said, but I can't lie. Anything she would have said wouldn't have to make me feel better anyway. But she did calm me down. We went back to talking. And I let her know, I don't think I can ever recover from this. And she went and she broke down again. But I was able to stop her from having a panic attack. That way we didn't have to go back to the hospital. She wanted to prove to me that ever since the marriage, nothing has happened. She would never cheat. She would never break her vows. She said, I would never cheat on you while married. And sarcastically, I said, thank you. It was a moment of weakness. I might should have did it, but I was like, thanks, I guess. Because what did that mean? You living in this fantasy world of marriage being above all else, so now that y'all married. Yeah. And she said, hopefully the happiness that we felt over the years is enough to foreshadow this. And over the years, you can see the woman I am now, who I am, and love me for that. But honestly, I would let her know, like, I don't know. Because a part of me, yeah, I want to forgive you and move on. But the other part of me does not think I can get over this. I told her it was crappy of her for her to introduce me to him. For her to go dance and smile and giggle in my face with him. For her to go behind my back on camping trips with him. In my face. That was disrespectful and hurtful to me. So I told her, look, I got some stuff I still need to handle at work. Let's cease all the conversations about this. I got too much on my plate and I'm getting overwhelmed. Nah, that was yesterday. So I've been thinking, a part of me really does want to forgive her and move on. But another part of me just can't get over this. I don't know what to do.